All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Detroit Lions because, folks, less than 24 hours from now, you are taking on the Washington Commanders in the divisional round of the playoffs. I feel really comfortable. I feel really good about this. Now, obviously, I'm a Packers fan, so that's easy to say. I don't think this game's going to be particularly close, but we're going to talk about exactly why in tonight's video. I was reading a Bleacher Report article real quick, and I don't mean this to be rude in any way, shape, or form, but here's what the world looked like the last time the Detroit Lions won a championship. All right, so this is quite a bit ago. John F. Kennedy was a U.S. Senator. A gallon of gas cost 31 cents, which is unbelievable. This one really got me. The NFL had 12 teams. What? The NBA had 8. What? The NHL had 6. The NHL had 6 teams the last time the Detroit Lions won a championship. Now, obviously, this sounds, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's late Friday night, so I apologize. But this isn't rude in any, or it's not meant to be rude in any way, shape, or form. My point is the Detroit Lions are by far the best team in the NFC. I actually, and honestly, don't even think it's close. But I'm not trying to be disrespectful to other franchises or organizations. Washington's had a really good season. Dan Quinn, first-year head coach for Washington, not in his NFL tenure, but Jaden Daniels, also a rookie. What Washington is doing, I'm very excited about as an avid NFL fan. But folks, the Detroit Lions are about to rout them. They're about to rout them, all right? I keep seeing, actually, before we get into that, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. If we try and get this video, folks, to 500 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. I love that this game is Saturday night. It's been, I swear, man, because I'm a Packers fan. You guys are Lions fans. We're all watching NFC North football mainly, right? Maybe not, but anyways, neither here nor there. Every Saturday night games, whether it's 4:30 or 8:30 or whatever the times are, I swear it's always some AFC game where there's a clear-cut favorite. Now, this year's a little bit different. I still think Kansas City's going to take care of business. But the reason I'm bringing up the Kansas City Chiefs is because I go to the gym and I like to do the elliptical or treadmill or what is it, the Stairmaster. I like to do the cardio crap, right? The cardio's not crap anyways. I am listening to my podcast, I'm listening to my books, I'm listening to whatever, my music, right? There's always an ESPN skit on. And I'm not trying to go at any specific ESPN group, but there's this big bit going on, or this, not a sketch, what am I looking for? Like a topic, a conversational debate. Which team is on high alert for an upset this weekend? I'm not listening to this with audio, so all I'm seeing is the visual. So many people have the Detroit Lions on upset alert. I genuinely don't get it. We talked about the Lions defense a couple of videos ago this past week where I just went through the starters on the Detroit Lions defense because I think it's been very, I don't want to say overemphasized, because there was a point in time like a month ago where the Detroit Lions had like 25 dudes on IR. I mean, the Lions have been shafted by injuries this season, but what a lot of people don't realize is how good some of these existing guys are. Like Brian Branch, I don't know why it just comes to my mind. But getting dudes back, you got Levi Wuzurike, Josh Paschal, DJ Reader on your defensive line. Alex Anzalone is back. Jack Campbell's had a phenomenal sophomore campaign. Melifonwu is back. I don't really have concerns for the Detroit Lions defense, whether it's the Washington Commanders or the Philadelphia Eagles or the Los Angeles Rams. I'm not really concerned about the defense. So I wanted to sprinkle in this fun fact. Since week 11, the Lions' pressure rate when rushing 4 or fewer is number 1 in the NFL. The Lions' overall pressure rate is 2nd in the NFL. This is since week 11, aka no Aiden Hutchinson, no Aleem McNeil. So dudes on the defense are stepping up. I got a shot at my former Packers at Arius Smith. So I was reading an article on PrideOfDetroit.com, one of my favorite Detroit Lions sites out there. And one of my favorite Detroit Lion writers, Jeremy Reisman, wrote a very good article just kind of previewing the Washington Commanders game. So I wanted to emphasize a couple of points. And first off, I don't know how Jared Goff, and take this with a grain of salt, because I'm not like refreshing the MVP race every single morning, or I feel like whether it's the NBA or the MLB or the NFL, like the MVP conversation, there's always a pro, there's always a con. It's definitely not saying it's political, but it's not always the end all be all. But my point is, Jared Goff could be third in MVP race. He could be fourth. He could be fifth, or he could be 15th. I don't really know because I'm not refreshing the MVP race. Here are Jared Goff's statistics this season. He's second in the NFL in passing yards at over 4,600. He's fourth in passing touchdowns at 37. He's second in yards per attempt at 8.6. He's second in passer rating at 111.8, sixth in QBR at 68.5. He's third in dropback EPA. He's first in dropback success rate, and also four different players, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Sam Laporta, have caught at least 50 passes this season. Detroit's only one of five teams in the NFL, and wait till you hear this list, because now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's not an impressive list. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Miami Dolphins. All those teams are out of the playoffs. Only one of them was a playoff team, but neither here nor there. This offense is putting up 30 minimum. All right. I don't care if Jared Goff throws 2 interceptions like he did against Minnesota, where he still almost put up 30. Washington's best case at winning this game, in my opinion, from their standpoint, would probably be getting the opening kickoff, winning the coin toss, getting the football, scoring a touchdown, and just hoping and praying. And I don't mean that, like I said at the beginning of this video, is any disrespect to the Washington Commanders, because, I mean, first off, if we're keeping it a buck here, it should be the Redskins. I don't think I'm really offending anybody. I think everybody on planet Earth agrees with that. But it's just a young team. It's an unproven team. They did a good job against Tampa Bay, but also Tampa Bay kind of shot themselves at the foot. Now, Washington's pass defense is also getting a lot of talk this week, all right? Overall, this season, they rank 16th in yards per attempt, 19th in passer rating, 22nd in dropback EPA, and 13th in dropback success. But in the second half of the NFL season, those statistics completely change, and they're like top 5, top 10 in a lot of those different metrics. But at the end of the day, I don't really see their pass defense making too much of a mark against Jared Goff in this disciplined, resilient Detroit Lions group. And then I factor in the run game, where the Lions have ran for at least 120 yards in 13 of their 17 games this season. They've hit 4.6 yards per carry in 10 of those games. Washington's run defense is giving up 137.5 rushing yards allowed per game, 30th in the NFL. They've also allowed an average of 147 rushing yards in the last 4 games. I respect the Washington Commanders immensely, but this is a Detroit Lions hype video, folks. I genuinely don't think it'll be close. My final score prediction is going to be 40-24 Detroit's way. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for more Lions and NFL content. But most importantly, give me your score prediction down below, and hopefully we see you one night from now with a victory recap video.